Hello everyone, welcome to another video from this channel. Welcome to Little Ocean Tarot. We have 4 piles in front of you. We're gonna ask about what is unexpected about you. So let's jump right into it. We have 4 piles. The first one we have Bracken, number 3, the second pile, Lily of the Valley, the third pile, Mandrake, and the last but not least we have Oak. So let's start with pile number 1. Hello there, pile number 1, you chose Bracken. So something about accomplishments immediately coming to my head in here, where I feel like people didn't expect you fail as much, you know? So it looks like you're in a place right now, or the way people see you is that you're someone who kind of had their life together, or maybe kind of receive the things that you have right now on silver platter. So I feel like not a lot of people expect you to be understanding of their issues, of their hard times, in a sense, you know? So I feel like you're kind of not as you appear, you know? So there could be a lot of years behind your back that you kept to yourself, that kind of like a secret life in a way, you know, like the things that you went through, the things that you've endured throughout the year and throughout the days, and you kept that to yourself because you don't want that to affect you any other way. And I feel like people don't know about that, and I feel like that makes you unexpected in the sense that a lot of people would be so surprised about how much you would go into stuff, how deep you are, how deep you would go, you know, into something. So this could be kind of like part of like a dirty laundry. So for example, like you're kind of like addicted to something before, or kind of like you're doing drugs also before, maybe, right? So something about like a dirty laundry that you would never ashamed to admit that, but you're just not the type of person who would put it on a CV, you know? So I feel like people would underestimate that about you, and eventually people would be shocked about that, you know? So I think that makes it unexpected in a way. Yes, we have White Raven Spirit here, we have Trust in Magic. So something about you just kind of like, you have this picture perfect, you know, I feel like a personality, or even though you're not trying to give the picture perfect personality, people would kind of very easy believe that you have a picture perfect life, you know? So it's kind of like whatever you say, that just tells me whatever you say is easily believed by so many people. You make people believe, you know, onto what you say. So you're a very convincing person. And also, yes, we have time to heal. We have 66 and 55, right? So I feel like people don't realize like how much crashing out it takes, you know, for you to be this calm, for example, right? People don't realize how much like meditation you need to have every single day to make you like to be so rationalized. Like I feel like people don't see how much preparation it took you, you know, before you're here right now, before you're exactly your health. You're in a much better place clearly than who you were before. And I think people, it would be very unexpected, you know, like the unexpected part about you is that you went through it before, you know? You had that pace where you don't have it all together, where you don't have no idea, where you were crashing out, where you are absolutely clueless about what you want to do. And yes, we have the Ten of Swords. So you've been betrayed a lot in the past. You've maybe like you have divorce, you know, maybe in the past, or you're something about you know what makes me think about the Legally Blonde, you know, like where people just constantly underestimating her because she's blonde, and people expect she would be dumb and continues to be dumb, but turns out she's more educated and more eccentric in her way than people realize, and people feel so sorry after they knew that. I think that is the kind of unexpected part of you, that you're kind of like, you would never change who you are, but to prove a point, you know, you're kind of like, okay, you'd never know about how much I went through to get me into, you know, like the place that I am today. So I feel like you're that kind of darkness, you know, within you. I think that's what unexpected, and I wouldn't even call it darkness, you know, but I feel like that side of you, people just don't realize who they are dealing with. That's what I get here. So okay, mysterious pile, let's jump into pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed this. If you'd like to book a reading, link in the description. Let's see for the next pile. Okay, pile number 2, you chose a Lily of the Valley. Immediately what I get, like, patience, you know? So you could be someone who would like feel like what's unexpected about you is how much grit you have, how much like something about your personality just kind of makes you so disciplined and coherent, and you're kind of like, how do I say this, following the step by step, you know, so kind of like a obedient to rules. That's what I get in here. And I feel like you think about people a lot for some reason, and I think it's unexpected for people to see someone like you would think about so many people. So I feel like maybe they, on a first impression, you could be someone who's very kind of like self-centered, you know, and like doesn't really care about people or like the people's well-being or etc. But turns out you care more than people give the credit for. And I think people unexpected, like that is kind of a part of the unexpectedness of you. We have magic works through you. You're patient, you're kind, and like this is interesting, you're religious. That's what I get. You could be like spiritual or religious, so you have belief, you know. So for example, you're beautiful, you're handsome, you know, you have I don't know, like you can wear a very sexy clothes, or you have some certain attitude about you, but like deep down there's core, you know, there's structure on it, like there is a discipline on it, and people are just kind of like, oh, you know, I'm sorry to say this, but it kind of like when people kind of assume you immediately like you're after rich people and you have an OnlyFans, right? Which is not a bad thing, right? But like people have a certain label that they put into you. Meanwhile, on the inside, you could be total, like it could be exactly right, but like in a way deeper range. But whatever it is, it's not what people think it is, you know. Some part of you that I think people would like, people don't realize how classy you are, you know, like that's the word that I get in here. Yes, and transformation is beautiful on Butterfly Spirit. And like I said, you know, there is a lot of grit, I think, within you. You're very like a transformative person, you know. You're always looking for ways to manage to be better every single day. So to say, maybe you already top your latest achievement. People thought it would be just like, you know, finally they get what they want, right? And maybe they can rest and give to us for the rest, for example. But turns out like you're just like, I don't realize this is a target. I thought it was just like a warm up or something, you know. So something about you that kind of, like I said, you can be so hard on yourself, and I think people don't realize it. And perhaps even kind of like, where is this even came from? So I don't know, it could be about your upbringing, it could be about the way you yes, you're very hardworking. You're hard on yourself, and you're very hardworking, and you don't play about your resources, you know. You don't play about your wisdom. You don't play about how much you know yourself. And I think people don't realize how much you know about yourself and how defensive you can get. All of this card in here, just like you look like someone who's like I said, patient, you know. That's the first thing that came to mind. And you're you know, like following the process and all, but like the wrong door they step in, or like taking the wrong thing, it's like it's the end for them, you know. So I feel like you're just so, you know yourself, you know what you want, and I feel like that kind of intensity just came up so unexpected to so many people, because you don't look like it, you know. And then it could be just like, maybe you're every single day you're kind of like calm, and even the people that knew you for years, you know, calm, but like wrong place, you know, like a wrong door, they knock the wrong door, it takes the wrong thing, you know. So you're kind of like, I feel like you're not the type of person like to play about, especially about your dignity, you know, and about your ways of living. So someone with a very, like I said, someone who with class, you know. And I think people would just don't realize how classy you are, and people would be so, it's unexpected coming from you. That's what we get. Thank you so much for being here. If you'd like to book a reading, link in the description. I hope you enjoy this, and let's take a look into pile number 3. Alright, hello there, pile number 3. You chose Mandrake. That is number 50. Hope. Immediately, that's what I get in here. The glimmer in your eyes. Glistening, that's what I'm hearing too. And faith. Individuality. Something that like scream individuality in here. I feel like what's unexpected from you is how yourself you are, you know. And but more than anything is like you're a very hopeful person. You're positive, you know. And I think people don't realize how, like, it takes a lot for you to feel dismissive or pessimistic. I think not so easy to be defeated, in the sense that you thought after like one or few insults I'm gonna feel bad about it, you know. So I feel like you're strong in your principle. Like I said, this makes you very idealistic in a way, makes you very individualistic too. You're proud of who you are, and I feel like something about your core identity that people don't realize how attached or how secure you are with yourself. I feel like it's about security. Let's take a look further here. Oh yeah, a rebirth is assured. We have the bad spirit. Pull the second one. We have dolphin spirit here. We have this and that are true. Yes, so you're very respectful, what I get in here. You're very respectful, and I feel like you always have compassion for people's changes, for people's way of living. You're not undermining how people want to do their life. Just don't comment anything about mine. That's what I get in here. So it's like something about how your identity and pride, or something about, it's like it is the way it is, you know. So I feel like people underestimated, or people, what's unexpected about you is like how stubborn you are. I think I'm so sorry for this, but like you're stubborn. I feel like you're you know what you want, and not even in the sense of discipline. That was the last pile. This one is more kind of like just let me live my own life. So something about instruction or a rule breaking, you know, that would be interesting for you. I feel like you could be someone who just like, people do something and then you do the opposite, and people would just be like, why would you even do the opposite? That's why. Did you hear that? Do the opposite. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. You know, like I'm trying to avoid, like I find peace knowing I'm nothing like you, you know. So it's more kind of like, I think something about your individuality, something about your identity, you're so proud of it, and I think people underestimate it, and people just don't expect that coming up so strong from you. Yes, honesty, and you're honest. I feel like could be blunt also, and like more like straightforward. It's that there I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself, you know. So I feel like people don't realize how you can be so descriptive about your feelings, or you could be so direct about how you are saying it as well, right? You're someone who's very knowledgeable, I can tell. Someone who's who has a wide range of like interest here. And we have strength card as well. So someone who's very, like I said, you know, you're just like how do I say it best here? It's almost kind of like let me live my own world, you know? So let me live my own world, let me do what I like, and I will say okay and yes to everything you say, as long as you respect that. But if you're not, I'm gonna critique, and I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna blend about so many things that I see wrong. So I feel like you can be so upfront about your opinion, and people just kind of, it will take people, you know, like I feel like people will be kind of like, whoa, where did that come from, you know? So you can be aggressive when, like a dolphin, you know, like you can be like came out of nowhere when something like crossed the line in a sense. And yeah, with like a rebirth is assured also. I feel like you're, like I said, you're stubborn. What else I can get in here? And you're when you do something, it's because you're already calculated. It's because you know the consequences that comes with it. It's because you're willing to take it long term. When you have a vision, you take it like long term. So when people try to shake it off, you're just kind of like, can't you see what I'm doing right now? Like, go back doing your own thing. I am so focused right now that anyone's appearances in my life, it's very much like, I'm gonna say something so bad right now. So that's a feeling I get in here. Interesting energy. So yeah, protective in a way. I feel like that's what very unexpected, you know, very protective of your own belief, like I said. But the core of it, it's more kind of like, I know what I want, and you're just filtering it so honest. That's what we got here for pile number 3. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next one. I hope you enjoy this, and if you'd like to book a reading, link in the description. Let's jump right into pile number 4. Pile number 4, immediately, you chose the oak, by the way. Immediately I can sense something about aggression. I think what is very unexpected coming from you is how much pressure you put into yourself, first of all. And I think that's what makes you sometimes have the tendency to be aggressive, or how like a struck like lightning, you know, like there is a little kind of like upfront forward personality. So maybe you when you talk, you're kind of like, you know, your face also kind of, what I get in here, when you talk, your face also kind of moving forward and forward. So there's something about it that just kind of, I think you can appear a little aggressive in a way, but that's what I get. Let's see forward here. Yeah, time for a deep dive. We have the Swan Spirit, and also we have the Take a Leap of Faith. Yes, you're aggressive and you're risk taker, you know, you're ballsy. That's what I get. You have a lot of balls. Pile number 4. This collective, people don't expect how far you would go. People don't expect how much you love adrenaline and how willing you are to just around those area. You know, you're not afraid of depth. You're not afraid of intensity. Perhaps there are days when I feel like you need the intensity, you need the adrenaline, you know, you need that kind of darkness in you. So I feel like something about you that is very unexpected is that how maybe people can see you can be aggressive, but like how far and how stretched thin it can be in here. Like I said, we have courage in here. You're ballsy. You have you're brave. And I feel like that's very unexpected for so many people. It could be your age, it could be your upbringing, or the family you came from. But I feel like you stand up for what's right. You stand up for yourself. You stand up for people as well. And you stand up for what you know is right. You stand up for many things. And sometimes even stand up for the things that you don't know, you know? So, but like, I feel like you have the tendency to kind of, this is part of your unexpectedness, right? People just don't expect you to be so, whoa, I don't know if you're gonna take it like pretty much to the heart, you know? People don't see that coming in here. And wow, look at that. Would you look at that? We have the 7 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. Interesting. And I think on top of that, because I feel like you have skeletons, you know, you have a lot of skeletons on your closet. You have body on the attic. You have maybe the certain things that didn't work out. So for example, divorces, you know, or like the places that you lived in. You've gone through so many things historical, but that doesn't take you away from your personality, who's like very much adventurous, you know, someone who loved to take the chances, someone who loved to explore, someone who loved to take a leap of faith, someone who loves to take the chances, you know, someone who would love to jump right in it and taking a deep dive into the stuff that they know would be correct, that they know is right. So despite all of your failures, it doesn't determine you, you know. So I feel like your way of living, of how adrenaline pumped it is, you know, of how intense it could get, I feel like it's very, very very out of logic for so many people, and very unexpected. So that's what we have in here, just very straightforward. But regardless, it's like there's a saying, like if they were on your place or they were on your feet, they would never be able to do the stuff that you do, you know. And I think that speaks a lot already into what kind of courage and how ballsy you can get, you know. So yeah, that's what we have for this prediction. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next one, and I hope everyone enjoyed their piles so far, and consider subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next few readings. Have a very lovely day, and until